They captured America's most classified reconnaissance drone. They dismantled it, studied it, copied it, and then improved on it. This is the real story of Iran's drone program. 3,000 kilometers of range, 24 hours in the air, capable of reaching Israel, European military bases. This isn't an American weapon. This is Iran's own drone. They didn't send soldiers, no pilots either, just a drone, and the world didn't take it seriously. That was a big mistake. You think Iran's drones are just cheap kamikaze devices? You're wrong. You didn't see this coming. In this video, you'll get acquainted with Iran's lesser-known, yet most dangerous drones. Large combat and reconnaissance drones come in 12. Strike drone, range 1,000 kilometers. Endurance around 7 hours, in service since 2021. Command means bow in Farsi, and the drone is built to be just as precise. 1,000 kilometers of range, 7 hours in the air. Precision-guided missiles for air-to-ground missions. A mid-size combat platform in Iran's arsenal. Command 22, Iran's largest combat drone. Type, heavy multi-role combat drone. Range, 3,000 kilometers. Endurance, 24 hours. Armament, multiple heavy weapons. Wingspan, around 14 meters. In service since 2023, this is Iran's crown jewel. 3,000 kilometers of range, enough to reach Israel, European military bases, and the Indian Ocean. 24 hours of endurance, a heavy weapons load. When the Command 22 was unveiled in 2023, analysts were genuinely caught off guard. It is the most powerful unmanned combat aircraft Iran has ever publicly acknowledged. Fotros, heavy mail drone. Range, 2,000 kilometers. Endurance, 30 hours. In service since 2014. Iran introduced this one with considerable fanfare in 2014. 30 hours in the air, 2,000 kilometers of range. Numbers that turned heads at the time, seen as a landmark moment in the quality of Iran's combat drone program. Yasir, reconnaissance. USRQ-7 clone. Range, over 200 kilometers. Endurance, around 5 hours. In service since 2013. Another example of Iran's reverse engineering approach. The Yasir is a copy of the American RQ-7 Shadow reconnaissance drone. Iran got hold of the technical documentation, redesigned it, and announced domestic production in 2013. Unarmed, but its camera system is sharp. Saeqeh, reconnaissance. In service since around 2010. Role, tactical observation. A frontline reconnaissance drone. Technical details haven't been made public, but it has been observed in the field. Saeqeh means truthful in Arabic. Omid, reconnaissance. In service since around 2012. Role, small reconnaissance platform. Omid means hope in Farsi. A small drone for watching tactical positions up close. Its low flight altitude makes it well suited for covert observation. Jet-powered and specialized drones. HESA Karrar, Iran's first jet-powered combat drone. Type, jet-powered combat drone. Range, 1,000 kilometers. Speed, over 900 kilometers per hour. Armament, bombs and missiles. In service since 2010. Karrar means relentless attacker in Arabic. This is Iran's first jet-powered combat drone, announced in 2010. At over 900 kilometers per hour, it operates in a completely different category from propeller-driven platforms, carries both bombs and missiles. In practical terms, it functions as an unmanned fighter aircraft. Saeqeh UAV, the F-5 fighter converted into a drone. Type, stealth strike drone, range, around 2,000 kilometers. Armament, internal weapons bay, in service since around 2018. The backstory here is genuinely remarkable. Iran took an F-5 fighter jet it had purchased from the United States decades earlier and converted it into an unmanned combat platform. A stealth coating was added, an internal weapons bay was installed. The aircraft that once carried a pilot now flies itself. It is probably the clearest demonstration of Iran's ability to take an existing weapon and turn it into something entirely different. Simorgh UAV Stealth RQ-170 family engine jet. Armament, internal bay. In service since 2018. In Iranian mythology, the Simorgh is a miraculous bird. This drone has a similarly extraordinary origin. In 2011, Iran captured America's most secretive reconnaissance drone, the RQ-170. They disassembled it, studied it, copied it, and kept on improving. The Simorgh is the end result of that process. Jet-powered, stealth-coated, armed through an internal bay, a piece of Iranian technology born entirely from American engineering. New and lesser-known models. HESA, next-generation multi-role, in service since around 2022. Details limited. In Iranian mythology, the HESA is a bird of fortune. This next-generation drone has been observed since 2022, but Iran has said very little about it. The secrecy suggests they're not ready to show their hand just yet. DDABAN, reconnaissance, the Watchman, type, surveillance and reconnaissance drone, in service since around 2020. DDABAN means watchman in Farsi. The name says everything about what this drone does. A pure intelligence-gathering platform built for wide-area surveillance, developed to meet Iran's growing reconnaissance needs. Shaheen 1, kamikaze, new generation, in service since around 2023. Shaheen means falcon in Farsi, fast, precise, lethal. This new kamikaze drone has been appearing at Iranian military exhibitions since 2023. Technical details are still thin, but given the pace of Iran's development in this space, it would be a mistake to underestimate it. Mirage series, kamikaze family. Range of the Mirage 521, around 200 kilometers. Warhead, 45 kilograms. In service since around 2021. A family of kamikaze drones, the best known of which is the Mirage 521. 200 kilometers of range, 45-kilogram warhead. Houthi forces have reportedly used it against Saudi Arabia. Mirage refers to the Prophet's ascent to heaven in Islamic tradition, a charged name choice. Mobin, stealth concept. In service since around 2022. Status, Iran's most classified program. Mobin means clear or manifest in Arabic, though this drone reveals nothing. Presented as a stealth concept platform, with its radar cross-section reduced to an absolute minimum. If the program succeeds, Iran will have a fully invisible combat drone.